Hey Tech Packers, today's video is all about the Insta360 Ace Pro. Yep, the newest camera from Insta360, which I think could be the perfect camera for travelers who want hassle-free, top-notch 4K footage day or night in a super compact design. Now let's dive into the nitty-gritty details, focusing on the build quality, maybe a little debunking of the much hyped 8K resolution, the amazing stabilisation and low light captures. Is the Ace Pro worthy of your hard-earned $449? Here's a spoiler. If you're not into the technical stuff and just want a low-stress camera that gives you incredible results in auto mode, then this camera may be perfect for you. But you'll get my full verdict at the end of the video with my highlights and potential lowlights in my first hot take on this new device. Thanks to Insta360 for sending me the cam to review, but I was not paid to make this video. Now the Ace Pro's design isn't reinventing the wheel, it's GoPro-esque, and that's not a bad thing. The build quality really is top notch, giving off a high-end and sturdy vibe. With the buttons neatly placed, a generous 2.4-inch touchscreen, which is flippable, and adaptability for vertical shooting, it ticks all the right boxes. The black and white display on the front is a cool feature, showing you all the important details: camera settings, battery and SD card capacity. Actually, you would expect nothing less. Now the non-replaceable Leica f2.6 lens might be a bit of a worry since, you can't replace it yourself. But Insta360 makes it better by offering a free lens replacement within a year. You just need to cover the shipping. So that's a bit of a mixed bag. User replaceability would be much better, but I guess this is a step in the right direction. Now I really like the big indicator light to show if it's recording. It's a cool design feature, especially if you're far away and using gestures to control the camera. Yep, you can totally use gesture control with this camera, something you might be familiar with if you have the Insta360 Flow smartphone gimbal. It comes with a convenient GoPro mount, but some users might be annoyed by the missing 1/4-inch tripod thread adapter. You'll have to use your own tripod thread adapter or buy an accessory that has one. Now, if you are considering accessories, think about the quick release mount here or the multi-mount. The multi-mount is like a selfie stick and tripod all in one. Plus it does come with that tripod thread adapter. But also check out possibly this awesome full color GPS preview remote. It wirelessly connects to your camera. You can wear it like a watch to check out your shots and of course record GPS data. And last but not least, you'll need a cold shoe and mic adapter if you want to record sound separately from the camera. Keep watching for a test of the internal mics later in this video. Now you'll find the menu super easy to navigate, just like other action and 360 cameras. The touchscreen is fantastic, making it a breeze to adjust settings, view photos or switch modes. And adding a vertical menu adjustment is super helpful for social media creators. Overall, the design of the Ace Pro is, well, fantastic. It really feels like a premium action camera, and it is, which is great. Now the battery does a pretty good job, lasting about 100 minutes at 4K 30. The standout feature though is how quickly it charges, up to 80% in just 20 minutes and getting to a full battery in around 45 minutes in total. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room, 8K. Now the Ace Pro has this 8K resolution thanks to its quad Bayer sensor. In simple terms, it turns one big pixel into 4 smaller ones. A real 8K camera would have the same number of these bigger pixels, not the workaround of splitting one into 4 smaller ones. Now you can check out tests by other YouTubers like Ben Claremont to see that in certain lighting conditions the 8K advantage is noticeable, but it's not always the winner. During the day, 4K often beats 8K, making you question if an action camera really needs such high resolution. Personally, I think no. 8K seems like overkill and unnecessary, unless... Now this is why you seriously should not underestimate the 8K capability of this incredible little camera. Clarity Zoom, a clever feature, allows for dynamic framing in 4K. Forget about filming in 8K, that's not really the point. The higher resolution helps us to get a wider range of shots in 4K. When you double tap the screen or press this expansion icon, you can zoom in 2 times while maintaining 4K resolution. This is a total game changer for me when I'm trying to get a variety of shots, standard, zoomed in, and wide. And sometimes I just can't get close enough for that zoom shot with my feet. Now the Ace Pro is also great at capturing dynamic range. It automatically switches on active HDR mode for 4K 30 and below, making your shots look amazing even in tough lighting conditions like when the sun is right behind you. Okay, I've got this about a arm's length away from me here, just handheld. Try not to block the microphones, but this is with direction focus on the mics, and you can also see how well the active HDR is coping with the different shifts in light as I move around, and you can see the sun here behind me, and look how well it's coping with exposing my face with that sun behind me, yet still when I change direction, even though I've got this cap on my face, I've got it on face metering, and it's doing pretty well. I mean, it's actually pretty incredible. And in those low light scenarios, the Ace Pro really impresses. The combination of the large sensor, Leica lens, and pure video mode keeps the grain minimal, and the auto exposure adapts cleverly to the conditions. As expected from Insta360, the stabilisation is next level, turning handheld shots into buttery smooth sequences. And this is where I think the Ace Pro really sets itself apart on my first impressions. I really like things to be less complicated, and the Ace Pro really does excel in its auto settings. Tech packers like me and you will really appreciate how simple the Ace Pro makes it to get incredible video, all with just the click of a button. Super easy, super light, super great. There's actually a lot more to talk about, like the ability to download in the background, the awesome AI highlights feature, the built-in AI chip for the AI warp effect, and other cool stuff. But let me get down to the point here for this video. Is the Insta360 Ace Pro a must-have for your travel gear? If you want a camera that does it all and has fancy features on top, it's totally worth the $449. The 8K is not the main reason I'd get this camera, but it's a nice bonus. No, the 8K is all about using that capability for stuff like clarity zoom, impressive dynamic range, and killer stabilization. It's a solid choice for newbies and pros alike who want to step up their action camera game without carrying too much gear or stress. Heck, it's more than a solid choice. There are a couple of niggles, like I mentioned, about the lack of a direct tripod thread and no user changeable lenses, which would be good on an action camera, but the workarounds are acceptable if not my first choice. Having said that, and based on what I've seen in the first few days I've had the Ace Pro, it might be the top choice for right now at the end of 2023 and well into 2024. I actually don't think I've been this excited about working with a new camera since the release of the original Go from Insta360. I am really looking forward to exploring the potential of the Ace Pro in 2024, and I think a lot of other people will be too. Ready to dive into action with the Ace Pro, but wondering if it might be a bit too much? Before you hit that buy button, check out my video on the new Midnight Black edition of the Insta360 Go 3, a great minimalist vlogging option. And I'll be putting the Ace Pro up against the GoPro Hero Black 12 in a video coming soon. Until next time, travel safe, travel light, and I'll see you out there.